guys, this is WaterUp24 from MondayMorningMTG.com. I'm bringing you yet another, well, not really unboxing because they're not in boxes, but an opening of older booster packs. I've already done the original Ravnica set. Then I have also done Cold Snap, and I have done the Kamigawa block. Now, Zendikar is something that I just missed, just barely, and wish I could have been able to play. But unfortunately I wasn't. I have a few cards from them, but there are a few cards that I really, really want. Like, for example, the two Planeswalkers that I do not have a single copy of. That would be Jace the Mind Sculptor from Worldwake, and Sarkhan the Mad from Rise the Eldrazi. It'd be great if I could pull one. Jace is $100, so if I manage to pull one, I will probably freak. Or freak out, or whatever you want to call it. But that would be really awesome if I pulled that. And, of course, Zendikar is just fun, and you get these, I believe they have the full art lands in them. And this Zendikar pack is a special pack. This came from the first print run, so it could have one of those priceless treasures in them, which could mean I could pull a Mox, I could pull a Black Lotus, a Power 9 Library of Alexandria. I could pull something really, really fancy and expensive. Possibly. It was very difficult to do that, but you could if you had a first print run Zendikar pack, which I have been led to believe that that is what I have right here when I ordered online. So, we shall see. Now, for a quick little background, this Zendikar was released in October of 2009. Worldwake was February 5th of 2010, and Rise of the Eldrazi was April 23rd of 2010. So, it's time to begin. Of course, if I pull a foil something, I'm going to be even happier. Alright. Zendikar first. This pack is like easy to open, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Let me refocus this. Alright, we have Savage Silhouette. It's 1 green and 2 colorless for an enchantment aura. Would you enchant creature, it gets +2/+2 and has pay 1 green, 1 colorless to regenerate this creature. Not bad. Wind Rider Eel. 1 blue and 3 colorless. It's 2/2 with flying and landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Okay. Shatter Skull Giant. Double red, 2 colorless for 4/3. Nothing really fancy and special about that. Welkin Turn, which I believe was in M12, M13, one of those two. It's 1 blue, 1 colorless. It's 2/1. And it can only block creatures with flying. That sounds like an M13 card, actually. Of course, it's flying. Heartstabber Mosquito. 1 black and 3 colorless for 2/2. You can pay the kicker, which you can only pay it once. It's 1 black and 2 colorless. It's flying, and if it enters the battlefield and was kicked, you destroy target creature. Otherwise, it's just 2/2 on the field. Cancel. Double blue and a colorless. Counter target spell. I believe that was reprinted in either M12 or M13, or both. Demolish, which was reprinted in... Oh, I don't think it was M13. It may have been Return to Ravnica. 3 colors and a red to destroy target artifact or land. Can't remember some of these, what they were reprinted in. Noble Vestige, 1 white and 2 colorless for a spirit creature. It's 1/2 with flying, and you can tap it to prevent the next 1 damage that would be dealt to target player this turn. Okay. Jiraga Bard, 1 green and 3 colorless for a 1/4. When it enters, or whenever it or another ally, which is an elf rogue ally creature, enters the battlefield under your control, you may have ally creatures you control gain vigilance until end of turn. Ally was like a cycle, or was a special thing, kind of like landfall is in Zendikar as well. Mindless Null, 1 black and 2 colorless for 2/2. It can't block unless you control a vampire. Alright, going to uncommons now. double black for a Marsh Casualties sorcery. It's got a kicker of 3 colorless. Creatures target player controls get -1/-1 until end of turn, and if it was kicked, those creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn instead. Okay. Then we have Punishing Fire, 1 red and 1 colorless, an instant, deals 2 damage to target creature player. Whenever an opponent gains life, you may pay 1 red. If you do, return it from your graveyard to your hand. Not bad. I believe I already have one of those. Unstable Footing, 1 red. It's an instant, and as a kicker, you can pay 3 colors and a red. And damage can't be prevented this turn. If Unstable Footing was kicked, it deals 5 damage to target player. Okay, so 5 mana for 5 damage, and damage can't be prevented this turn. That's not bad. And then the mythic rare is a rare, double blue, and 3 for Sphinx of Lost Truths. It's got a kicker of 1 colorless and a blue. When it enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards. Then if it wasn't kicked, discard 3 cards. So you kick it to keep 3 cards. And it's 3/5. Alright. We have a Swamp. And we just have the Rules Tip Allies card. And Intimidate. All on 1 card. But I kind of like the full art Swamp. Vincent Proce, I believe, is my... It's between him and John Avon for my favorites. But Vincent Proce did a really good... can't remember which one it was. All the islands are wonderful. I'll have to go back and look at that. Which ones he's done that I really like. Okay. That was Zendikar. Okay. Priceless Treasures. Didn't get one. Still fun opening the pack. Now, moving on to Worldwake. Worldwake. Kind of want to open this one last, just to savor the, oh, this could be a Jace. Of course, ideally, it would be a Jace the Mind Sculptor and a foil Jace the Mind Sculptor side by side. It looks like there would be a foil card on the back. Maybe, I don't know how they package them then. Nope, it's a land. Scatter the Lizards. 1 red for a 1/1 multi-kicker of 1 red and 1 color, so you can pay it as many times as you want. Worldwake introduced multi-kicker, then the card kickers. It's got haste, and if it enters the battlefield with +1/+1, it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each time it was kicked. Okay. Not too bad. It's a bit of a high cost for that. Bazooka Bog. It's just a land. It enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, exile all cards from target player's graveyard. And you can tap it for black mana. So it's a free it's like a free sorcery spell, and all the turns after that gives you mana. These lands were not too bad. And, I mean, some of them are pretty nice for commander. Alright, Grey Pelt Hunter, a green and 3 colorless. For 2/2, human warrior ally with trample, and whenever it or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a +1/+1 counter on Grey Pelt Hunter. And 1 black, 1 colorless for a Bazooka Brigand. It's 1/1 human warrior ally. It can't block. When it or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay. Iona's Judgment, 1 white and 4 colorless. It's a sorcery. You exile target creature or enchantment. A bit costly. O-rings are a bit better, although they can be stopped. Alright. Or actually destroyed to get the stuff back. That's by the point. 1 blue, 2 colorless for 2/2. Merfolk Soldier, Enclave Elite, excuse me. Multi-kicker of 1 blue and 1 colorless. It's got Island Walk. And it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each time it was kicked. Seems to be a theme here. It's here, yep, like Skitter of Lizards, Enclave Elite. Each one has that same thing there, or has an ability plus the +1/+1 counters. Treasure Hunt. It's 1 blue and a colorless. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card. Then put all cards revealed this way into your hand. Interesting. Myers Toll, 1 black for the sorcery. Target player reveals a number of cards from his or her hand equal to the number of swamps you control. You choose one of them, that player discards that card. Kosi's Ravager, 3 colorless and a red. It's 2/2 with landfall. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, you may have it deal 1 damage to target player. Okay. Grappler Spider. It's a 2/1 with reach for 1 green and a colorless. That's pretty much it. Starting with uncommons. It's a bit early for that, isn't it? No, not really, actually. Smother. 1 black and a colorless. To destroy target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less. It can't be regenerated. Leatherback Baloth. Triple green for 4/5. Okay. Spell Coronation. Or Contortion. Spell Contortion. Excuse me. Misread that. 1 blue and 2 colorless. It's got multi-kicker of 1 blue and a colorless. Each counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. Draw a card for each time Spell Contortion was kicked. I believe now it's time for the rare or mythic rare. And it's Eye of Ugin. The only mythic rare land printed so far, until Dragon's Maze. And I'm not counting it from the vaults. It's a legendary land. Colorless Eldrazi spells you cast cost 2 colorless mana less to cast. And for 7 colorless, you can tap it and search your library for a colorless creature card. Reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Then we have the rules tip on multi-kicker. Just advertisement in the back. Okay. Then we have Vincent Prost's Mountain. And, of course, his mountain's not really my favorite. His island is my favorite. Hey, I got Vincent Prost land in both of them. Unfortunately, no Jace the Mind Sculptor. No foil Jace the Mind Sculptor. Not the best World Wake pack I could have gotten, but, I mean, I'm just seeing what they have. Just getting a little bit of a taste of what's in it. But I got a Mythic Rare land, so I gotta be happy about that. Alright, now we're gonna go for the Rise of the Eldrazi. Last set in the block. Oh. Why can things never open quite right? These Gatecrash ones were the worst. Anyway. Of course they have Eldrazi lands in these. They don't have the full arts. Oh well. 1 blue and a colorless, and it's a 1/1 Champion's Drake. It gets +3/+3 as long as you control a creature with 3 or more level counters on it. So, in Rise of the Eldrazi, they introduced level counters. And hopefully you'll get to see one. 1 red, 1 colorless for a sorcery called Brood Birthing. If you control an Eldrazi spawn, put 3 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature tokens on the battlefield. They have sacrificed this creature, add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool, otherwise put 1 of those tokens onto the battlefield. Yeah. You put 1 unless you already control an Eldrazi spawn. Excuse me. I had to think about that for a moment. 1 white, 2 colorless for Repel the Darkness. It's an instant. You tap up to 2 target creatures, then draw a card. Glory Seeker, 1 white, 1 colorless for a 2/2. And it's Human Soldier. Okay. Zoff Shade, 1 black and 3 colors for a 2/2. You pay 2 colorless mana and a black mana for to give Zoff Shade +2/+2 until end of turn. You can pay that as many times as you want, of course. Totem Guide Hartebeest, 4 colorless and a white for 2/5. It's an antelope creature. Enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an aura card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. This sounds a bit familiar. Searching for aura cards. Kind of reminds me of Plane Chase 2012, actually. Alright. 1 blue, 2 colors for 1/3. Seagate Oracle, human wizard creature. Enters the battlefield, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the other on the bottom of your library. Snake Umbra, 1 green and 2 colorless. It's an aura enchantment, of course. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature whenever this creature deals damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. And also the totem armor ability there. If enchanted creature would be destroyed, instead remove all damage from it and destroy this aura. Not bad. Battle Rattle Shaman. 1 red, 3 colorless for a 2/2 Goblin Shaman creature. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, you may have target creature get +2/+0 until end of turn. Not bad. 1 black, 2 colorless for Last Kiss. It's an instant. Deals 2 damage to target creature, and you gain 2 life. Oh, there's one of the levelers. It's 1 green, and of course it's uncommon. We're starting the uncommons now. Joraga Tree Speaker. It's an elf druid. Alright, now you start at a 1/1, and you pay a colorless and a green to put a level counter on it, and you level up only as a sorcery. So it's pretty much at level 0, so you pay that to get to level 1. You keep paying it through level 4. Oh, damn it. Not again. This happens too much. Okay. Excuse me there. Hopefully you can still see this. Alright, so you have to pay that 4 times to get it up to level 4. And then you can do it again to get to level 5. Which, getting it past level 5 doesn't really matter. But it's a 1/1 starting out. When it becomes a 1/2 through the levels, you can tap it to add 2 green to your mana pool. Then you can upgrade it to level 5, make it a 1/4, and all elves you control have tap and add 2 green to your mana pool, which is really not that bad. I'm not liking this lighting situation. Surreal Memoir. I can't even see this quite right. 1 red and 3 colorless. Return an instant card at random from your graveyard to your hand. It's a sorcery and has a rebound. If you cast this spell from your hand, exile it as it resolves. At the beginning of your next upkeep, you may cast this card from exile without paying its mana cost. Interesting. Nice. So you can pretty much play it twice. Alright, third and last uncommon, Curse of Wizardry. It is double black and 2 colorless. It's an enchantment, and as it enters the battlefield, you choose a color. Whenever a player casts a spell of the chosen color, that player loses 1 life. And our rare is Deathless Angel. Double white, 4 colorless, for 5/7 with flying. And you can pay 2 white for target creature to be indestructible this turn. I just have a plains. And a rules tip card on levelers. So, didn't really get much of what I wanted out of these, but that's okay. Had a little fun opening it, exploring the world of Zendikar, and hope you guys did too. So, until next time, enjoy.